Guess what? Your reviews are talking behind your back and you don't even know it. Customer reviews are one of the most important things, and I'm going to explain to you in this video why. Right now, your reviews are having a conversation about you. One saying something negative, one saying something positive. We want to make sure they're saying mostly positive and get rid of those negatives. They're either closing the sale for you or quietly slamming the door. And believe it or not, you might not even believe this, but so many business owners don't even know what's out there on their reviews. And you have to know what's out there on your reviews. It's one of the most important things nowadays, especially because AI is pulling all that information. Reviews are telling people, should I work with this person? Should I buy from this person, or should I not? I'm Tonia. I engineer how brands show up online. This way the right people find them, trust them, and choose them. The biggest names in the world trust me to showcase their brands. Major theme parks, hotels, resorts, and retail stores. And reviews are one of the most misunderstood things out there, and we're going to cover all of that today. Number one, reviews are your salesperson when you aren't even there. Because think about it, before anyone books with you, calls you or anything, we're looking at reviews. I do this all the time, and every customer that I ask is looking up reviews as well. That's your first sales pitch and you didn't even write a word of it. So you want to make sure that it's great, because otherwise they're seeing what the world is saying about you and you don't even have a say in it. Your reviews are doing the selling for you 24/7 online. The only question is, are they good at it? Are they a good salesperson for you or a bad salesperson? And believe it or not, a customer trusts a review that they've seen from someone that they don't even know more than anything nowadays. That's just how it works. So we need to make sure that your reviews are great. Number two, it's not just the star rating. You could have 5 stars, but everyone obsesses over that number, right? They want 5 stars all the time, but that's not necessarily what is going to help bring people into your location. That number is only part of the story, because I've done this a lot of times too. Let's say there's only 2 reviews on there and they're 2 5 stars. Sometimes people don't even write anything in the description, which is the most silly thing. And then you're like, is this fake? Because people aren't dumb. They're smart. They know if we're showing them something real or something fake. So it's not just about getting 5 stars. It's mostly how recent the review is and if you're responding to that review. The rating gets you considered, right? Because they're looking, oh, this has 5 stars. That's good. But the details is what closes the deal for you. And part 3, what silence says. So think about this. People have wrote a review about you, whether it's negative or positive. And have you ever seen that the business has not responded? That's telling people that the owner doesn't pay attention, that maybe they aren't even looking at their own reviews and they don't care. Responding even a thank you to a positive review is so important, and it signals to the new customer that you care about your customers. And people want to see how you react when it's negative. They want to see what your response is to that, because a lot of times people won't even care that it's negative if you have a good response for what happened, because not everyone's perfect. Maybe someone's food came out cold if it's a restaurant or something like that. But when they see that the owner or the manager is responding, it shows that they care. And people want to see how you act when everything's not perfect. I have a client, Liz. She came on my show, Fix Your Search, and she is the most wonderful lady. She has over 150 million views on videos that she's been on, but people don't necessarily know her name. And I want to show you a clip about her, and then I'll tell you why. So this way, because it's not just about, like I tell everyone, it's not just about views, likes, clicks. It's about people knowing who you are.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's a lot for them to know about you. And we want to make sure that we show that. So in that clip, you see, I wanted everyone to know her name. And the reason is this is the same thing as a review, because you can only imagine if there's 150 million views that she's been seen on, there's tons of comments and comments everywhere. And I was trying to explain to her on the show, if she responded to some of those comments, people would start to know her name. And that's the exact same thing you can do with your reviews as a business owner. People can start to know your name. So let's say you're the general manager of a location and you're responding as a general manager. People will start to know your name. When they come into the business, they might ask for you. They feel more comfortable knowing that they have their friend that works at the business, and it makes them just trust more. So that's why it's so important to respond to those reviews. Now, part 4. Listen up to this. This is so important. A bad review isn't always as terrible as you think. Sometimes. I've seen some outrageous ones. But if someone's just complaining about something small, It's a great chance for you to show your potential customer or your current customer who saw those reviews your answer to someone's negative experience. Because some people like completely panic over one bad review, and it depends upon what happens. But most of the time, people want to see how you're going to respond to that. Are you going to freak out on them? Are you going to like cuss them out online? That would be terrible. And people do that. I've seen it, and it's not a great look. Think of it actually as an opportunity. We don't want very many of these opportunities. No, none of us want negative reviews, but we can't control what everyone's going to do. So if there is something that comes out, you think of it as an opportunity, and I can help you figure out how to reply to it, because every situation is different. Do not use those AI companies that just answer it for you, because that could be like a total disaster. You want to really look at what it is. And you also want to know, I want to know if someone's upset with something I've done for them. And that doesn't happen because I make sure that I do everything I can for that customer and that they're always satisfied. But there's times we can't control what everyone is doing. So you need to think about what you would say back to someone on that particular circumstance and make sure that you are using the opportunity to your advantage and not show that what the person was saying negative is actually true. And then it feels honest and real, and the potential customer can connect to you and understand not everyone's perfect, and then still decide to spend their money with you. Part 5, now AI is reading the reviews as well. They're also using them as a huge source to respond when people are looking you or your competitor up online to decide if they're choosing your business to spend their money with. So this is a big, big one. Reviews is huge now. Reviews is what AI is using a lot of times on top of press and media and what's on your website and blogs and all of that as well. Reviews are big. So I want to make sure that you're remembering that, because AI is using those to answer a lot of questions. Google also does that as well. But Google also has Google Gemini, which is AI, which is a search summary. And that's taking what reviews are out there and creating its response from those reviews. I have a client, her name is Bree. She came to me and she didn't have enough information out there about her at all. And we started doing a lot of different press and media for her. And before she knew it, her brand is doing tremendous. I'm so excited for her. She had over 20 million views in 1 month across her social channels. And she is selling out live events she's going to. She's doing so many amazing things. And because AI, think about it, it's just pulling information, data information. So it's not a human. It might have been trained off some sort of human brains, but it's basically taking information, right? You want it to show for sure that it is you that they're talking about. So I made sure I got her a lot of press and media. She was on the New York Post page 6 and homepage of MSN.com and so much more information. So this way, when AI was pulling the information that had to do with reviews and things like that about Bree, it knew that it was her, because otherwise, if it's confused, it's not going to put the proper information together. Strong, recent, and well-rounded reviews help AI show your brand in the light that it should. So make sure you're responding to those reviews in a wonderful way. So part 6, let's talk about how you can get those reviews working for you now so that you can close sales. Reply to every review. Good, bad, short, whatever, non-negotiable, make sure you reply to them. Remember that recent ones matter more than old ones. Go back and respond to those old reviews too. There's no reason you shouldn't. When I see businesses that aren't responding to those old reviews, I'm like, that's an opportunity you're missing. Make sure you go and respond to those. Remember, you can't control what everyone writes, but you can make sure that you're telling your story through a response on that review. And this is just part of what I manage for the brands that I work with. I love helping people make sure that they put a strategy together for their reviews, for their social, for their AI search, for their press and media. So you're always top of mind. If you'd like to work with me, I'd love to help you. You can go to my description below. There's a lot of information out there about me. And even if you have your own social team or your own marketing team, a lot of times I work with them, or I can help you put a strategy together one-on-one yourself. I want to make sure that you're utilizing the tremendous opportunity that's out there that has to do with reviews. That's what they're saying before they've even walked into your business or decided to come into your business. And I don't want you missing out the opportunity to be able to speak your voice to your new customer and show them how wonderful you are. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you on the next one.